do what I do, doing cool shit. Yeah, I don't know. I ain't never seen that app have a heart of Darling, darling, dance by me. Oh, dance by me. Last little wonderful day. Hello, Grand Rising, Grand Day. So we're gonna be doing some ASMR. I'm gonna be eating honey, okay? So if you like the sound of the stirring in the jar, I'll be your host today, okay? So we're gonna do some ASMR. If you've never heard me do ASMR, yeah, don't worry. This honey is so good. There we go. We're doing ASMR the whole live. It's not really too cold, but it's beautiful outside. It's so pretty. It's beautiful outside. I don't know if y'all ever ate honey out the jar like peanut butter. It's fire. So I got some California orange blossom raw honey. If y'all want to see what that tongue do, that's $7.99. Oh, gratitude for the gift. Damn, Gigi. I just got on gratitude. I ain't gonna lie, honey is so good. Especially when you put it on the body. You gotta melt it first, so it won't get sticky. Make sure you eat it. I'm doing ASMR type shit. Most of your videos are muted for me, so that's something I noticed. In my stories, you may have noticed all my videos are muted. I guess somebody got a hard on for me on TikTok. Since I'm not posting, they don't have a way to give me a community guideline, so they want to be assholes and mute my stories. So that's what you call petty people. Would Jesus pay for the genocide of American people? And I'm like, I'm starting my live off chilling, man. I'm cool. You know too much, they be mad. I know, I just be chilling. What's up, Shane? I ain't seen you in a minute. I'm just chilling. I'm not concerned. I realized after a while, all of that is just petty shit. They just mad because I'm handsome. And they gotta look in the mirror and they look like the motherfucking Tales from the Crypt dude. They look in the mirror and be like, I can look in the mirror and be like, So some of y'all, like I said, may have noticed, oh, gratitude for the mic. What is this? These gifts. You gonna see Jason on the next gift. I'm gratitude for the gift. But look, I ain't gonna hold you. If y'all want to donate, just donate directly to me. Like, I did that live yesterday for 2 hours. They paid me 35 cents. I was like, if y'all don't get y'all stanky booty ass on that toilet and give yourself a swirly, I was like, for 2 hours, they paid 35 cents. I was like, if y'all don't sit down, if y'all want to donate with that poll. You'll see the poll. If y'all want to donate, just donate through. I'm grateful for the gifts, but they be taking your bread. We'll never want to see y'all ethers come up. We'll never want to see y'all either. We want y'all to be slaves all for the rest of your existence. Like, man, now if you don't sit y'all stanky booty out now. Like, yeah. So if you see my stories on mute, it's probably because somebody is mad. They got to go home to a peanut butter jar and sit in the closet with a picture of me up trying to troll my profile. Looking like, yeah, I love trolling. It's my favorite thing to do. Got a whole peanut butter jar. Look, they peanut butter jar look like this in the middle. Yeah, my favorite thing to do is give community guidelines for no reason. I'm so at peace with myself, bro. I'm like, y'all can eat a hot pickle. I ain't never seen an app target a person like that. They're like, you can't say nothing. We don't want you to say nothing. I'm not concerned. So, what I will tell you, though. Hey, what's up? It's great to see you. What's up, Alex? It has been a hot minute. I have been taking a break, enjoying life, going outside. It's so beautiful today. Today we're going to do Vicky cold hot dogs, right? Straight to the face. Not concerned with none of that. Anyway, let's put that to the side. Hey, Heather, great to see you. Today, one of the main focuses I wanted to talk about is self-mastery. So we're all in the process of growth right now, and we're going through our emotional trials and tribulations and all these different things in order to get us to our next level. So I wrote a couple of things for self-mastery and self-love that you can implement within your life in order to grow yourself how you want to. You can just use this as just a reference guide. So if you would like to grab a pen and a pencil, you can, or use your cell phone as notes, you can do that too. I'm gonna just give you a couple things that'll help you along the way. So in this, I know I usually do conspiracy theory lives and I'll talk about some stuff, but sometimes we need to switch up the pace and do more things that matter to us, you know, like creating, finding activities and hobbies you like to do, getting rid of certain things that don't serve you anymore, expressing your emotions how you need to, feeling your emotions. Like, we've always been taught to hold our emotions, keep a man up, especially as a male. And a melanated male, you have to have a stone face all the time. You have to, all the time. But you're supposed to embrace these emotional energies that come into you so that you can progress and use it as a way to transmute. So if you're having anger, sadness, pain, depression, sadness about what's going on in the world, take a step back. Okay? Sometimes we get overwhelmed with so much information and so many things happening in the world that we forget to look inside of ourselves in order to grow faster. So one of the key things, the first on this, I wrote a couple things down. The first thing I definitely resonate with first is no fear. Fear is a food. It's called loosh. Loosh is the energy that you feed into things you don't want around you so that they project further. So one of their main weapons to use against you is fear, right? They project fears upon you so that they can subconsciously control you. It's like how they used to teach slaves about hell, right? When they used to teach slaves about hell, it would make them fear being alive. If I do this bad, I'm going to hell. If I don't follow this set of principles, I'm going to this dark place. Fear is one of their biggest weapons. And right now, since people are going through the process of awakening and starting to see through the veil of baloney they've set up for you your whole life, and you're seeing through the illusions of life, they're pushing on this fear upon you. Hey Mika, it's a pleasure to have you. They're pushing all this fear upon you right now so that you project images into your subconscious. So what happens is that your subconscious is the creator of reality, basically. It helps to draw the things into your electromagnetic field that project through your third eye or your first eye. It's a pleasure to have you back, Katie. It's a pleasure. It's always all these beautiful goddesses in here. Real quick, I just want to give a shout out. All y'all so fine. I swear. Y'all just walk outside and just be fine as hell. Congratulations. Oh my God. All y'all goddesses is fine. Hey, Legion. Look, another one just came in, baddie. All these beautifuls coming in here. I gotta be careful. Let me not get distracted. All y'all too fine. Let me close my eyes and do the live. I can't even look at your profile pictures because y'all too fine. So I'm gonna do my live blindfolded. Some of y'all too beautiful. Y'all can't go outside. Y'all cause ruckus. Your motherfucker write a ticket for your ass. Sorry, public disturbance. Too motherfucking fine. Go ahead. Go ahead with your bad self. Anyway, we're talking about emotional stability and developing yourself and getting rid of things that no longer serve you. And one of the things that don't serve you in your path to self-mastery and self-love is fear. As I said before, fear is a loosh. It's a type of, it lowers your energy wave. It lowers your energy wave to where it's so slow. It's like a delectable treat for what we call archons. Archons are just beings that feed off energy. There's beings out that try to feed off your energy, your fear, your pain, sadness, grief. And it's a projection, really. So in order to get rid of fear, it's best to face whatever you need to firsthand. So if something keeps projecting towards you over and over and over, that means instead of going to the side of it or to the side of it, go right through. Remember your divine power. Remember your creation power, where you come from. You were created from the most perfect creator, right? You were created from the most divine. And all these other tactics, it's just nonsense. It's just extra shit. Like, they're muting the sound in my stories. I could go back to my old patterns and be like, oh man, I can't believe they doing that. That's ridiculous. I know how they work. So in order for me to progress from that position of, man, fuck them, all they want to do is do some hoe shit and block all my stories, and whenever I post, they mute my sound on my, I could do that, but that's not that. What that does is sends waves of energy out, right? And when those waves of energy out hit the ether, it's like the universe is like, okay, I'll send you some more of that, right? Same thing with anything. So when you're projecting anything about yourself, don't say negative connotations or things about yourself, basically. So your subconscious listens to you always. Imagine having 2 ears on your subconscious all day. What you say about yourself is what happens. Your cells have ears on them too. So if you keep saying, I ain't shit, I ain't gonna be shit, that's the projection you'll start to read. Your reality will start showing you ain't shit, you ain't projecting. So people use affirmations as like a frequency microphone in order to convey the message to the cells and the subconscious in order to be what you already are. If you already are divine, anything less than divine doesn't mean anything on the cool. Anything less, if you don't realize how amazing you are, how long you've came in your journey, people will always try to down you when you're doing something to elevate yourself, and it's okay. That's their business. It's not yours. It's just like oxygen, right? Oxygen is everywhere, but only yours matter to stay alive, right? Same concept, right? So right now we're doing a process in order to develop that self-love and mastery, to develop an impenetrable shield around your subconscious and your heart to not be influenced by things you don't want influencing your reality. Okay, so that's fear. So that's the first tab I have written down. So fear is false evidence appearing real. Fear could also mean face everything and rise as well. So you have to choose how you want to project that. All love in the chat, gratitude. So the second thing that I have written down is focus on self-love. Hey Gary, it's a pleasure to see you. Focus on self-love. You know, things that bring joy to you, gratitude, love, bliss, happiness. Do some of these things. Some of you have to look into your childhood, because your childhood have some tips on what makes you happy. Like, you remember how when you were a child they would ask you, what do you want to do as an adult, right? And you became an adult, and a lot of the things you wanted to do have been let go of because your adult responsibilities. Some of those things you should go back to, because you may find a passion you had already may be reignited. Now, when people talk about passions, sometimes passion is only for a limited time. You may have a passion for it in the beginning, but then over time after doing it, it may not diminish, but it may not be your ace beaucoup. You get what I'm saying? As a being that's multidimensional, and as a being that does multiple things, it's okay to try different things, because part of our experience here is to experience here, right? I've tried a bunch of different stuff in my life, you know, just because I just wanted to see what it was like. And some stuff may not stick, and that's okay. If some of the stuff doesn't stick, move on to something else. Sometimes you'll get a spark to do something, right? And then you do it and you're like, man, this wasn't what I thought it was. And it's okay. You're supposed to feel that emotion. You're supposed to gain the experience from it and then let it go. And it's just like people. Some of the people that come in your life are just there for a moment in time, so you can feel the experience, even as, you know, if it's hurt or sadness, anger, whatever the experience was, it helps you to grow as a being. It helps you to see more awareness of yourself. So if somebody kept treating you bad or doing this one particular thing, you know in your heart and your reality you don't want that thing to happen in your life no more. So a lot of people, when you don't know much about yourself, you project things in different ways in order to fill in the space. So let's say I didn't know, well, I like eating honey out the jar, right? I didn't know I liked eating honey out the jar until about 4 days ago, because I was just like, you know what, I want to do something different. So I grabbed some honey and I just started eating it, and now I found I love eating honey out the jar. It's great to see you, love. You get what I'm saying? Like, just saying, hey, let's try something. Okay, if it doesn't work out, okay. Same thing with people. If you try something with people, you tried a relationship, it didn't work out, don't keep going back to that person. Don't keep going back to that person. Don't keep trying to, I'm gonna keep them on my side, and when I need my itch, I'm gonna just call them on the phone, and then you're gonna keep getting the same shit over and over, and then you're gonna be like, all women ain't this, all men ain't this, for an example. You get what I'm saying? Don't expect different results doing the same shit. It don't make sense. Even if you just implement a small change, even minuscule change, something just minute, will change the whole routine, change the whole loop. That's why I tell people, as an example, if you brush your teeth with your right hand, you've been brushing your teeth with your right hand for years, right? It's a unconscious movement now, because you've trained that routine into your body for so long that it sits in your subconscious. That's how important your subconscious is. After you do something so many times, it becomes easier to get back into it, because It's automatic. It's automatic. So, for instance, if you brush your teeth with your right hand, tomorrow when you brush your teeth, or if you brush your teeth tonight, brush it with the other hand. Now, it seemed like something simple, but what happens is it changes up your neural network from the standard routine, and it fires off new neurons in order for you to create new patterns and new routines. Just something basic like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you eat with your right hand, try to eat with your left hand, right? Just, simple stuff like that throughout the day. And it changes up your neural network, and it helps you to see different things you normally don't see. Another thing I recommend on this path to self-mastery is go a different way home. Exactly. Another path to self-mastery is realizing that you control what's in your reality. That's it. All this other stuff, that's why I say a lot of this stuff that's projecting through media, through environments, people, you have to know when to turn some of that shit off. Motherfuckers will keep, like, let's say you're a high energy person, you get around somebody with low energy, and they want to be like, man, life is sad, fuck life, man, I'ma jump in front of a train, shit like that. I'm not saying don't help that person. I'm just saying you observe it. You observe that type of energy, that behavior, that emotion, and you look at it as a reflection of you. Because some of the beings that are closest to you will show you a portion of yourself through them. That's why they say, I am you, you are me. That 5 closest people around you are a reflection of who you are. So if you a hoe and you around other hoes, you ain't saved. You get what I'm saying? If you a dude who a hoe, or a woman who a hoe, and you're around other hoes, what does that make you? You can try to deny it all you want to, or accept the fact. Same concept. I ain't trying to be rude. I'm just trying to just throw it out there, just like that. Okay? Another thing, I'm just being honest on the coup. Another thing that's important is that if it doesn't bring you value, by value it's not just monetary, if it doesn't bring currency. So think of your emotional energy, your mental energy, your social energy, and your physical energy as money in the bank. If it doesn't add value to that bank, are you going to still make deposits? Are you still going to deposit that into your bank? If it doesn't bring you value emotionally, physically, mentally, or spiritually, will you still add that deposit of bullshit to your bank? No. Will you withdraw your currency for that type of bullshit? Right? That's just like spending money for no reason. Right? So you have to learn to mitigate where you're putting that energy. Treat your energy, your attention, and your time like you do your money in the bank. Okay? Treat it just like the money in the bank. If it doesn't bring you value, it doesn't matter. And like I said, value isn't just monetary. If it doesn't bring you social peace, mental peace, emotional peace, spiritual peace, let it go. It's okay. But sometimes there's some dark stuff that we tend to put in the closet and let it sit there. Embrace that dark stuff about you, right? I like eating pie from time to time. Organic, non-organic, female, I love eating pie. But I don't want to eat pie every day. If I eat pie every day, I'm going to get diabetes. So I pick days, hey, you know what? I've been doing good on my fast and stuff. Shoot, I'm going to pick this day, I'm going to have me a piece of pie. I ain't going to be mad about it either. I'm going to have me a piece of cake. You know what I'm saying? So, like, dark stuff about yourself, there's some people who are spiritual who like cheese. I eat cheese from time to time. I know what dairy do. I know about all the mucus and stuff. Every so often, I like to have a piece of cheese. I grew up eating cheese with my grandpa. That reminds me of my grandpa. It's a memory. You know what I'm saying? But I don't eat it every day. I pick and choose. You get what I'm saying? You can still live life. But you can still live life at your own measure and moderate yourself. You get what I'm saying? But you don't have to go wild and crazy with it. Hey, Candy Rain, it's a pleasure with it. Another thing. This is going to be super, super important. Past and present traumas don't add value. I'll repeat that so you can hear me. Past and present traumas don't add value to you. You learn from it, but it doesn't add value. Some people want to stay stuck in the past. Some people want to stay stuck in the future, right? What you have is the present, a way to break your mind from the matrix. This is super important, is to live in the present. The more you're in the current or the present moment, it allows you to fully focus on what you can control in the moment of your time right now. That's what's important right now, the present. The past teaches you of mistakes you made. If you didn't learn from it the first time, or you didn't learn from whatever's going on, then it becomes a mistake. But if you learn from it the first time, it becomes a lesson. Some people need multiple lessons or multiple mistakes before they learn the lesson. And it's okay. Everybody goes at their own pace. Don't try to rush. That's one thing I always tell people. I know we're in an instant gratification society. It's okay to go at your own pace. If you're faster than other people, hey, King David, it's great to see you. It's always a pleasure to have you. If you're faster than others, it's okay. Like, I'm a slow, late bloomer. I've always been a slow mover. Like, I see everybody succeeding and doing what they do, doing what they love to do. I'm like, man, I used to be like, man, when is it my turn? And I didn't realize at the time I'm a late bloomer. Like most people, I'm a late bloomer, right? Some people have slower growth rates than others, but when they do grow, it's exponential at that time because they took their time to understand their inner workings. Yeah, just moving at your own pace. When you understand your own inner workings, it allows the cogs in the clock to move faster. Slow is the key. But some people move faster because they catch on quicker, and that's okay too. That's why I tell people it's okay to have people around you who are more successful than you, because it'll allow you to see what habits and patterns they do, and you can adopt some of those features in order for you to grow. Like, I have a bunch of people I know who are way more successful than me. I got a friend that travels the world, been to 40 countries. I got a friend that started a whole business and now he's getting national contracts. I got people who've done all kinds of stuff. Millionaires. I got millionaires in my cell phone right now. They charge $10K for a conversation. You get what I'm saying? Like, instead of being jealous and envious of somebody, you celebrate their success. There's some people I used to go to, Kurt Cobain's, for instance. I used to go to school with him. I used to play basketball with him. I'm not trying to be on his coattail though. I know he doing good in his successes for what he did, for instance. Stuff like that. If any of y'all ever become a celebrity or a high profile person, I'm gonna treat you the same way. I don't want and the same thing with me. If y'all ever see me like high profile, I don't want y'all to treat me different. I don't want people get too hung up on the celebrity bullshit when they're regular people who decided to chase after something. No. That's what I tell people. I don't want y'all to do nothing like that for me. I want y'all to treat me how y'all treat me now, like a regular motherfucker trying to do something. Same for y'all. If y'all ever get a high dollar or whatever, I'm gonna treat you the same. I'm not finna try to suck up to you or lick your toes and shit like that. Fuck all that. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it's grand to see y'all here. It's grand to see all the beautiful people that I haven't seen in a while. I used to, at sometimes you'll feel jealous of people or envious, but that's a realization that it's a little more work to be done in the inner self. And it's okay. Like I said, I've had times I didn't have nothing. I've had times I had to ask people for help, and there was times where I didn't want to ask people for help because my pride was so high. I can do it, I got it, but it was a time where I needed help, and it's okay. It's okay to ask for help sometimes. It's just, for certain people, some people's pride is so high because you've been independent doing your stuff for so long, and then you fall from that position. and you fall from that position, and it's like, what the fuck? I know I'm doing everything right. I've been in that position. That's why I'm telling y'all. So I get it. Not everybody has everything A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Some people got A, Z, T, M, J, L, and it's okay. Another thing that's important with if for the people who just got in, we're talking about self-mastery and love for self. We're building upon ourselves so that we can reflect the reality we want to see and project consciousness how we see it. As a creator, you use your creation and imagination in order to influence your subconscious. You're giving your subconscious commands to create reality through habits, routines, what you say to yourself. And on today's live, we're speaking on just how to grow yourself. And I have a couple of things written down. So we just talked about past and present traumas. Stay in the present. That's one of the biggest ways to break the matrix. Staying in the present, focusing on what you do. Having Saturn as my natal chart ruler makes everything a slow burn in my life by being disciplined. Yep. Saturn is basically an energy frequency for discipline of self, or part of self-mastery. We see it, some people see it as a negative, like this is evil, right? Saturn is binding. That's why they have the rings. The rings is a type. It's not binding. It's more like if you have this routine in a circle, right? It starts to develop your life. The routines influence your subconscious. Your subconscious is what creates reality. Is it true now? Is actually our past. So everything is happening right now at the same time. So what we consider past and present in the future is all happening right now. So imagine like a clock with no numbers, right? Past is playing out, present is playing out, the future is playing out. But the only one you can see right now, right, is your present. Your present right now allows you to see the clock ticking like this. The other two, you can't see the clock ticking. You can see the clock, right? But you can't see the hands turning, right? When you're in present, that's where the hands turn. And how you see the hands turning determine how your future is projected. Because there's a future, but like for some of y'all, right? There's a future of you right now that's sitting on a beach. There's a future of you sitting in the slum. There's a future of you fishing. There's a future of you skydiving, right? The present moment choices allow you to refract your light wave into other light waves of yourself, because everything is just frequency. It's like stairs, right? You walk up the stairs and you can choose what stairway you stop at depending on where your frequency, energy, and vibration is, and the choices you make in the present day. That's why they always tell you focus on the day, because when you focus on the day, you start to analyze your patterns. You start to analyze your choices throughout the day. And as I started to slow down, it's a pleasure to see y'all. It's a pleasure to see y'all. As I started to slow down, I started to see more of what the world really is, right? You can refract the world how you want to. Okay. The next thing I have on the list for self-mastery and self-love is cultivate what you want to work for you and not against you. Okay? Cultivate what you want to work for you, not against you. Okay? A lot of these things that we have in our life, sometimes we are the biggest enemies of ourselves, because we'll put an anchor on ourselves and stop ourselves from rising up. That's one of the biggest things too. If I want something to work for me, right, I have to enjoy it sometimes. I have to enjoy what's happening, the process. That's why they tell you enjoy the journey, enjoy the process. Because even if you get to the destination, in this body, you always want to get more. That's how the habits and routines are set in a lot of humans, or the human physical body. You always want to chase more. If you got a 4 houses, you want another house. If you got a lake house, you need a house by the clouds. If you got one car, you want another car. That's we always keep chasing more and more and more. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's just recognizing, why are you going for this specific thing? There's a lot of things that could cultivate for you. It's just, what process are you doing? Like the movie Everything Everywhere All at Once. Exactly. What do you want to cultivate for you? What do you see in your reality? What do you choose to have? Right? Your free will is it's like multiple choice in life. That's what free will is. You have multiple choice in life. Those miniature choices you make throughout the day can decide what you want. Right? Even if you don't make the choice, you're still making the choice, consciously or unconsciously. But the more conscious you are about the choice, the more you have control over the direction you're going. The more you do things unconsciously, you feel like the world is working against you, right? It's because that unconscious choice to be like, you know what? I'll let that slide. Oh, that's cool. I get it. So cultivate what works for you and not against you. That's a big one too. I have a couple things on this is self-mastery and self-love. I'm going to just repeat that throughout the live, just in case we have new people entering, so they know what we're doing. Okay? This next line is probably one of the most important on this list. This is an affirmation, but this is also a real life responsibility. I am responsible, and I am the architect of my life. I'm going to say that again. Just close your eyes for a second. Just for a second. Just close your eyes. Take a deep breath. One more. Okay. When you say I am responsible, you're taking ownership of your choices. You're taking ownership of what you're doing. You're taking responsibility for who you are, how you are. When you say I am responsible, it centers you to realize this whole life that's happening around me is because I am responsible, and I am the architect of this creation. I am the architect. I am responsible. Right? I can't believe this person is doing this to me, and why I am responsible for choosing now to allow that energy around me. I am responsible for not allowing these things around me to affect me. I am responsible for what is the creation of my life. I am responsible. Just say that every day. I am responsible. I am the architect. As you say these things, more and more your cells recognize. Your cells recognize this. And instead of shifting blame, guilt, or victimization towards others, it allows you to center yourself. I am responsible, and I am the architect of my life. I'm telling you, say that for a week. Anytime you start to get angry, right? I am responsible for how I choose to react to the situation. Anytime you get sad, I am responsible. Do I want to be in this sad continuously, or do I want to use this as a fuel to do something else? If you feeling like you're not enough, I am responsible. I am more than enough. I come from the most perfect creator, from the most divine source. I come from the most high. You get what I'm saying? It's different when you say I am responsible. That's why I've started to say this more and more in my life, and it's cut down excuses, it's cut down procrastination, it's cut down a lot of stuff. Even if I'm slower than others, it's okay. You know, it's not a race, it's just a race with yourself. You are the architect. How you create reality is how you choose. Use your free will. Okay? That's one of the biggest pieces on this book that it's helped me so much. You stop shifting outwards and you shift that energy inwards and say, okay, why am I this size? Right? I am responsible because of what I choose to eat. Why am I unhealthy? Why am I this? Because you are the responsible party. What's the book called? I just wrote those down. These are just things I wrote down. This is why I tell people, when you're on my live, bring a notebook. Bring a notebook or use your phone notepad and just write a couple things down. These things help. I always write. That's another thing. I didn't put that on here, but writing is like a telegram to your subconscious, because every time you tap the pen, it's like a telegram. You're sending a telegram to your subconscious like, hey, this is what my word is. Your word that you speak, the word that you write, the universe recognizes that as a frequency, because your writing comes from your inner voice, right? As you write, you speak out what you write in your voice, right? It's a frequency tool. That's why writing is so important, and use pencil if you can. Pencil is made out of graphite. They used to use graphite to write spells. Right? Graphite pencils, number 2 pencils. You notice everybody write with a pen now. Just something like that too. Make a difference. Okay? Now, this is one that's going to be a little different. Your biggest assignment right now, is yourself. That's one of your biggest assignments. A lot of us have helped to get people awakened. A lot of us have helped people to see the truth. You can continue to help if you want to. That's A-okay. But you have to realize now, the biggest assignment is you now. You've done a lot. I had to realize that too. I've done so much already. You can continue to do more. There's nothing wrong with it. But your biggest assignment now is focusing on you. Creating that reality how you want to. Because also, some of these things that, we love helping people. We want to see the collective fire. Right? We want to see everybody rise. I get it. Part of it is self-mastery. Is self-love too. Because I give a lot of energy out. And I had to realize I have to value my time too. I have to value my energy. I have to say, you know what? I'm only going to go live for 2 hours. That's my time. After 2 hours, I'm turning that off and I'm going to go have my time. I used to do lives for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hours speaking. It's okay to put a limit down to protect energy and to save energy, because you still have other things to do, cheeks. That's funny. So one of the biggest assignments right now is recognizing you now. You can still help people. I'm not saying don't help people. I'm just saying we're in a period now where the line is drawn. You can choose where you want to go. The line is drawn out. When they telling you about the shift is happening, the boundary is here. What do you want to do? That's what's being brought to us right now. What do you want to do? The line is out there now. Boundaries are beautiful to protect your energy. Boundaries. Because there are beings who just keep feeding off your energy all the time. I had to realize that too, because I give off a lot of energy. And when you get off alive, you'd be real tired. Like, man, I know I help a lot of people, but boundaries are going to be set and are set now. That's why I'm just saying, do what you need to for yourself right now. There's nothing wrong with being a hermit right now. Protecting your energy in solitude is okay. Some people can feel everything, no hanky-panky. I don't know what you're talking about. That's foreign language to me. Blah, 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 blah. That's what that sounds like to me. Just talking about no hanky-panky. But no, that's a good option. But to me, that sounds like you speaking Spanish in reverse. I'm cool. What you mean? I'm trying to spiritually enlighten myself, and it just so happened enlightenment got two forms of cheeks. It's cool. It's cool. Double hand and cheeks. It's fine. But no, if you choose to be celibate or you choose not to be with people too, that's okay. You have to see what works best for you, and to get rid of things that don't work. Hanky panky can be spiritual if you know what you're doing, but just be careful. It's all love. Anyway, so the next thing I have written down on the list is use your imagination to create reality and whatever you want to see. So imagination is something that as a child you have limitlessly, right? As a child, you imagine this, you can fly helicopters, right? As you get older and you get bogged down with adult responsibilities, you have to pay these bills, you have to do these things. People lose that imaginatory sense, in a sense, quotations, right? You have your imagination hampered, basically. When you have your imagination or your visualization hampered, it's like you're not allowing yourself to see it in advance. You're not allowing yourself to see yourself in advance. You're not allowing the universe to recognize your creation is already in existence. That's why imagination and visualization is so important. Because when you use imagination, it's like you're creating, imagine a puzzle. It's like you're creating the outline of the puzzle, right? And you're creating the outline of the puzzle pieces, but there's no puzzle pieces yet. And as you progress through your daily choices, you start to put puzzles on that puzzle you just created. The universe is recognizing you creating that puzzle. And as you do more of those actions towards that puzzle, it'll send you more pieces. And then it's your options to choose where you place those pieces, if that makes sense. Using visualization keeps you present and expands your consciousness. Shout out to Nico Time. That is correct. Visualization keeps you in the present and it expands your consciousness space. So you have a field around you that's 6 feet and it goes up to 9. As it goes up to 9, you experience the real energy fields around you. You get to experience the real energetic world. It'll feel like you're sitting in water. When you do something you like, time flies by, right? It's because you're floating in water. You're riding the wave. So when you use this imagination visualization concept, it's creating the wave so you can ride it later. Does that make sense? That's why in my reality, I see the earth as a beautiful place. No more of this extra shit they've been doing, technocracy, none of that. I don't see that. I see beings having pyramid houses. You know what I'm saying? I see beings being able to use free energy. We can focus on creativity. That's the reality I see. We don't have to worry about, oh, well, you have to make this much money to be at this higher echelon. With free energy, classism is gone. There's no more rich or poor because everybody can have basic needs taken care of. Food, water, that's what I see. That's what I envision. But if we're not supposed to be here in 3 forever, that's okay too. I also have other envisions, traveling to other realms, seeing other dimensions, talking to other beings, having like spiritual cookouts, but not the kind where you frying people, like spirit. Hey man, I got some fruit. Bring some juice. All right, fam, we gonna play some dominoes. You get what I'm like? I see that type of in my reality. For other people, however you conceive your reality. Is my passed away partner reincarnated? I mean, yeah. You just gotta realize light is just for souls. Your light is just reincarnated. You're trying to escape the reincarnation process to stay in the loop. You're moving up to your crystalline body so you don't have to reincarnate or stay in a time loop anymore. Because the stuff you're doing now, you may do in you may have done in 1912 and then 1655. The same energetic experience you have in it. You know, you don't want to keep being in the loop. And right now, we're escaping the loops. We're escaping the cycle of samsara, is what it's called. And sometimes some of your people might come back. You know, they can choose to come back if they want to, right? So let's say your grandma passed away, she can come to be one of your spirit guides if she chooses to be a spirit guide. You have that. Let's say you passed away and you got children, you have the option to be the spirit guide for your child. And then when they get to a certain level, you can move on. It just depends. You get what I'm saying? It's a lot of stuff out there. But back to the imagination. As a child, your imagination is limitless because you don't have any trauma yet. You don't have any limitations of the world. You don't have any preset or conceived notations from anything around you. So you're free to just be, right? When you get older with the responsibilities of life, you feel bogged down. It's hard for you to be creative. I only have this much time for myself because you have children. You should do activities that inspire not only you but your children, right? I tell people, make a family book, right? When you make a family book, you can give experiences to your child or teen or your adult. So let's say if you were a painter, right? And you wrote down all your experiences as a painter, you could pass that down on to your child. And if your child became a painter, they already got a head start because you gave them a foundation ahead of schedule. That's why all those big families do, the 13 big families, they all got family books for their own families. Why can't you do the same thing? You can make a coloring book for your children. You can do anything you want to. That's just an example of using your imagination and your creativity. When you get older, tapping into that childhood-like state allows you to go back into your imaginative state. That's why a lot of things stem from your childhood. So even when you're using creative vices or creative things, you can use your childhood as a base to what you used to like. So as a child, I used to like playing video games, right? As I got older, I had more responsibilities, so it made it harder to play, but I play video games sometimes, and that's just like my little stress relief. I zone out of the world and I chill out. Some people have different ways to relieve stress and do, creative outlets. Sometimes I'll draw, sometimes I'll freestyle, rap, put some music on, play a little beat and rap to myself, or I'll sing, Don't lose your creativity or your imagination. Even if you don't think you're creative, you have the creation gift inside of you. You had it since a child. And most of your psychic gifts, like Nico Time says, reconnect with child life wonder. That's where most of the psychic gifts, most of your abilities, telekinesis, they come from connecting to your childhood, because your childhood reflected the perfect version of you without being tainted by outside sources. Even if you had a crazy or rough childhood, that was before all that happened. You were in your everybody starts in divine mode. Think of it like that. As a baby, you're in divine mode. You have the highest connection to the spiritual realm. You have the highest creation power, highest imagination. And as you get influenced by your family, your teachings of your mother and father, the teachings of the organizations and groups around you, it starts to diminish a little bit. But some people, depending on how they're raised, they change things up. So reconnect with your childhood to use your imagination. That's one of the biggest things. Be a big kid. Be a big kid sometimes. That's okay. Just not all the time, because there's grown-ass children out here too. So, be a big kid sometimes. It helps. Past, present, future exist simultaneously. We choose the dimension we want. That's facts. You choose where you want your energy waves to go. Everything of you exists in different dimensions, realms, places, and you're just tuning in. I told you, your whole body is just a giant ass antenna. You're an electrical being with an antenna right here. You tuning in like a radio station to what you want to see. Pyramid houses, free energy, I'm here for it. Yep, for entertainment. Yep, I like your reality. That's what I'm saying. That's the kind of reality I want to see. But, these beings on here, they're so used to having people enslaved all the time. They always want to enslave or capture your mind or keep you in a certain state of mind. And it's just like, why? Right? You can get double the energy through harmony and unity than you would from fear, anger. You ever seen Monsters Inc.? The movie, that movie, the Pixar movie? They were showing you through that movie. They used to harvest adrenalized blood, right? When you have happy blood, it's double the power, right? But why are they causing so much pain, destruction, sadness? You can get more from gratitude, bliss, happiness, joy, creativity, imagination, peace, right? You get double the power. You get less power from anger, sadness, pain, depression, all that. It's just a cycle of suffering for no reason. It's just to keep you enslaved in a slave-like mindset. That's why I was like, it's a lot of stuff you have to unlearn, because a lot of this stuff will keep you in a loop. That's why it's called the matrix. May trick you. May trick you into believing this set. May trick you into believing this set of programming. May trick you. Matrix. Okay. Let me go through the comments and then we'll continue. I'm just catching up on the comments. I just played outside a lot as a kid. Playing outside as a kid allowed you to connect with nature a lot. Because when when you're a kid, you start doing the airplane propeller. You're playing with your people. You out here, jumping, hopscotching, doing stuff with people. It's grand to see you, cuz. Grand to see you. What if you can't remember much from your childhood? If you can't remember much from your childhood, that means you had a traumatic experience that heavily influenced your childhood. So, for a lot of people have sexual abuse. I'm just throw it out there. Sexual abuse trauma. Some of your brains at the time thought you were dying, and in order to save you, it instituted safeguards on some of your memories. These safeguards shut the memory off so that the brain could save itself at that moment in time through that traumatic experience, because there was so many chemical imbalances going on through that experience. It shut the memory off. As you meditate, write down some of the stuff you do. Like, what I mean is, like, if you had sexual abuse as a person, one thing I always recommend to people is write a letter as your adult self to the child version of yourself, as the adult you needed at the time to talk to about what was going on. You write everything down on a letter, just write it on like a piece of paper like this. Just write, and you might cry. You might start. As you replay the moments, that's when the memories start kicking in. As you write it down, you're like, oh man, I forgot all about that. And you might start going through emotions. Let those emotions ride through and keep writing. As you keep writing, more of that'll come out. Just keep writing. And when you get to a point where you feel like you've spoken enough to your childhood self as an adult, take the letter and mail it. I tell people, actually mail it. Just go to the post office, drop it off, right? Forget about it, right? And when it comes into the mail, right? When you get it, you read it as the child when you needed the letter, right? The reason why you mail it is because you'll forget about it, because you're doing all your other responsibilities. So when you get the letter, you're like, you may start crying, you may be angry, you may go through all these emotions, but reading that letter as the child will show you how much you've grown too. It'll show you memories. It'll show you how much you've grown. It'll show you some more things you may need to work on just by sending that letter to yourself. That's one of the most important things. If you had any kind of sexual abuse trauma growing up, that it really helps a lot. Reconnection key is to start to remember everything you knew was real and possible before they told you not. Yeah. Remember, everything is possible. The people who told you it wasn't, they put limits upon themselves, and you're a limitless being. It's an ongoing journey to connect with your child self. It really is. It takes time. Demons won't stop stalking me. Saltwater baths. Take you saltwater baths. If you want to repel any kind of negative energy, salt water on your body repels negative energy like that. Any ideas that keep getting hit with frequency, you need to get you some crystals, like some organite or some orgone or some tourmaline, obsidian, lapis lazuli. Some of these different jewels help to relieve frequencies being blasted on you. Play solfeggio frequency. If somebody's hitting you with frequencies, play solfeggio frequency. It'll cancel out. Solfeggios are basically the universe's frequencies, and when you play those frequencies, they cancel out the baloney frequencies they shoot out. So if you want to know if a frequency is solfeggio, it'll always equal up to 3, 6, or 9. I'll give you an example. 1212. 1212 hertz, right? You add all the numbers up until you get a single digit. 12 plus 12 is 33. So 12 in there and the 12 in the 1212 is 33. 3 plus 3 is 6. I'll give you another one. 432 hertz, right? 4 plus 3 is 7. 7 plus 2 is 9. That's another solfeggio. 528. 5 plus 2 is 7. 7 plus 8 is 15. 1 plus 5 is 6. That's how you know if a frequency is solfeggio or not. It'll always equal 3, 6, or 9. But there are other frequencies that are good for you that are not solfeggios. But if you want to know if it's a real authentic solfeggio, it'll equal up to 3, 6, or 9. I'll give you an example. How many of you have synchronicities of 111, 222, 333, 444? All of those 111 to 999 are all solfeggio frequencies. When you see synchronicities in time, all of those are solfeggio frequencies. Oh man, I keep seeing 333, that's 9. I keep seeing 444, that's 3. I keep seeing 555, that's 6. I keep seeing 666, that's 18. 1 plus 8 is 9. You get what I'm saying? 369. Those numbers are important for a reason. They scare the creativity out of you from an early age. They do, because they instill trauma energy upon you. Hey, my Jello, it's grand to have you. This type of work is ongoing. Feel the feels until done. Yep. Got in trouble at dinner table for eating too fast. Wanted to be back outside. It's okay. Just journaling helps too. Journaling is another one. Journaling is write down your thoughts and feelings. That is another great way to express your emotional states. We would play on climb trees constantly as a kid. I haven't touched a tree in a year. You don't have to climb it, but just touch the tree. Just remember the memories of you as a child touching the tree. Just go to the tree, just start touching it. Hug it if you want to. Just like, I love you. Appreciate your tree for all you do. Sea salt water bath will work, yeah. And get grounded. Actually stand on the ground and picture visualizing everything negative going out. That's another way. You put your feet in the grass and you imagine you're an electrical being. When you put your feet in the grass, you ground the circuit. Your whole body is an electrical circuit. So when you ground yourself, you complete the circuit. So it basically gets rid of stagnant electrical occurrences that happen within your chakra points. Your chakra points are just like a electric river, right, that run throughout your whole body. When you stand in the grass, it clears out stagnancy of electrical currencies. That's really like the scientific part about it. But spiritually, it clears out negative energy. And it's been scientifically proven all you need is about 10 minutes a day. 10 or 15 minutes. That's all you need. Hey, Fabby Sharon, it's great to see you. It's a pleasure to see you. We love you and we're grateful for y'all. Yep. Okay, so we're in this live, we're talking about self-mastery and love. We're going to go back to self-mastery and love. Also, doesn't Nikola Tesla have something to do with 369? Yep. Synchronicities are just signals that you're going along the right way in your path, whatever they may be. Whatever your path is, the synchronicity is letting you know that this occurrence, this environment, this moment, whatever's happening at that time is what you need at that moment. I heard that cleansing from demons is pointless because they're trying to help you release trauma. What do you think? Some of what we call demons are daemons. There are other types of polarities of energy. Most people think of demon as like bad, but it's really like another polarity of energy and beings of. What I'm gonna say is, what you learned about demons is like they're called daemons. It's a type of energy polarity. They're not. It's not technically bad per se. It's just another type of energy you learn how to transmute or use. Because you can use that type of energy too, but you have to learn how to transmute that. I know, when you grow up in religious activities, they always tell you demons are bad, but they call a lot of stuff satanic. The real stuff you do, like a cult, right? A cult is so bad. That means hidden knowledge, hidden society, hidden from regular people, because they don't want you to use it, because when you use it, the shit work. When they use it, it's like great value version, right? Some of the demons, what we call demons that come into your life, are a type of polarity of energy for you to recognize your energy and either go against it, go with it, or transmute it. It's like push, pull, repel, right? You can do whatever you want, right? It's a different type of energy. Most people gonna say demons are bad and stuff. It's a type of energy, and if you pay attention to the lesson from the energy, it can teach you, or it can be detrimental to you and lower you, depending on how you use that energy. That's how I tell people it's energy. Everything is energy, frequency, and vibration. I know. Would reincarnation collide with transhumanism? Yes, because we're not supposed, honestly, we're not supposed to be reincarnated like this, like constantly in loops like that. We're not supposed to do that. We have caps on our DNA called telomeres. Without those caps, some people would live to 500 to 1,000 years old. Harvard already did a test with mice, and they took the telomeres off the mice DNA, and they lasted 3 times as longer. Now imagine taking the telomeres off your DNA. How much longer would you last? 50 years old is actually still a child on the cool. I mean, especially, you know what I'm saying? Some beings have been around for millions of years. So you saying you're 60 years old would be like you a child to them. You get what I'm saying? I look on my cameras I have for outside, and I can see those numbers coming from the ground. Yep. You're just starting to see what the real world is, man, on the cool. Demons can be spiritual helpers. Yep. 100%. Most people don't know about that. They consider them bad and all this stuff. Yeah. If energy cannot be created nor destroyed, how can we die? Exactly. What's up, Dev? It's great to see you. It's not really death. It's more like ego death. When you die, it's more like your ego is dying. Your physical body is really more of your ego. And when your ego is gone, you go to your crystalline light body. Your light body is everything. Because remember, you're multidimensional. This whole physical experience you're having is like 1% to 5% of your actual being. 1 to 5%. How powerful do you have to be? All the stuff you experience in this physical body is 1 to 5% of how big your ass really is. This is your avatar. Now, you see my fingers? That little pinch? Now, look at how big this pinch looks to my forehead. That's how big your motherfucking ass is. Some of y'all are giant as fuck. Biggest constellations, biggest galaxies, biggest planets, biggest oceans. Look how big your avatar is, this much. That's why I be telling my ether people too. Like, don't let these people fool you thinking you just this big. you fucking giant. And they know you giant. That's why they try to keep you asleep in the mountains and shit. Because they know your ass. You right here like this. And then all of a sudden, bing, big ass fucking dragon wake up. Like, man, come on, dog. We a sand pebble. Come on now. Be for real. Come on. That ether gonna kick on. There's gonna be some shit. Alright, so I know you have a lot of stuff. You saw that BS picture they put on the dark side of the moon. They don't know what's up. I sometimes see images of a person's legs, but cannot see the full image. Is that an angel or demon? It's how the image is being projected through your consciousness. Energy has a positive polarity, a negative polarity, or a neutral, right? How you perceive that is basically, imagine your receiver is receiving a type of energy, right? Love and light, you're turning to radio station A. Chaos and darkness, you turn into radio station B. Neutral, I'm in radio station C, right? How you project that image in your consciousness is how it'll be. So let's say I see an angel, right? That angel could be considered a demon to me. If you get what I'm saying, like in terms of energy sense, it may look angelic and beautiful, but it may be an evil being. Vice versa. You get what I'm saying? Just it's if you break it down to the fundamentals of energy, just base energy, you can break through the preconceived notations that everybody has. This is bad, this is sad, this is da da da. You break through the illusion and you see it for what it is. What flying mean in your dreams? You can levitate. You just go to another reality of yourself. Flying is a levitation. Satan was the most beautiful angel. Exactly. Just as a concept. Satan, the light bringer, right? The light bringer, morning star, is bringing the light to your pineal gland. Most people don't get that. Light bringer, you're bringing light to your pineal gland. Don't they call your pineal gland satanic? Right? You're bringing light to this so that you can see through the illusion of the foolishness. I'm glad you're back on my FYP. Yep. Why do you think some say crystals are demonic? They say crystals are demonic and they're in the Bible. They talk about crystals in the Bible. They just don't. It's a lot of stuff out there that wants to keep you in nets. So think about some of the thought processes people have is nets. It's a bunch of nets. And if I get you thinking this is the only way, I trapped you in my net. This is the only way of thinking. This is the only religion. This is the only God. This is the only, I put you in a net. And I trapped you in a certain way of thinking. I kept you in a loop. Right? So that's on the people. Yep. Yep. Thank you. Gratitude, y'all. Gratitude. I'm grateful for all of y'all. Hey, what's up, V Bella? Gratitude. It's minerals in our vessel. Crystals in our vessel. You got crystals in your pineal gland. I can't wait for new earth. Heaven is coming to earth. That's what I believe. Heaven is where you at. You don't have to wait. You don't have to wait for heaven. That's something I tell people all the time. They've trained people to believe that heaven has to be at another. It's called destination addiction. Heaven is if I move to this location. Heaven is if I'm this way. Heaven is if I have this type of money. Heaven is if I go to new earth. That's heaven. Heaven is where you at and how you perceive reality around you. Heaven is where you are. It's not just a place you go to. So, for instance, if you die, why do you have to die to go to heaven? Right? But if you do bad, you go to hell. People never question that, right? These people got riches and all this stuff, and they telling you gotta die first to go get riches and material shit in heaven. That's why I say you question some of the stuff they've been telling you over the years. Heaven is in your heart because you come from the most high heaven and it's sitting in your heart. I can see people's souls through the website. It's all this is like TikTok, any social media app are energy waves. All of it is just energy waves. When you feel people through the phone, it's just waves of energy through to another being. Your heart has telepathy 6 feet. You remember how during the pandemic they had people separated 6 feet? Your heart has telepathy at 6 feet. Coincidence? Anyway, as a Catholic, I'm afraid to get into crystals. You should look up Ecclesian, I think it's called Ecclesial chapter 13 in the Bible. Here we go, right here. They talk about crystals. There's a book called The Crystal Bible by Judy Hill. She has 3 volumes. The Crystal Bible by Judy Hill, which explains the different types of crystals, jewels, what their purpose is, what couples best with them. It's called the Crystal Bible. It'll help you a lot to see, okay, this crystal does this. This has this type of electrical current. This has this. It'll help you out a lot. And also, real quick, I'm putting up a poll real quick. If y'all want to show support with donations, you can donate through this poll. This poll has different ways of donating if you want to show support, because TikTok be taking all your donations. I did a 2-hour live yesterday. They paid 25 cents with 30 donations. They paid 25 cents. So if you want to donate, just do it directly to me. Okay. Anyway, we're going to do more of this self-mastery, because I know we're talking about a bunch of other stuff right now. We're going to do more self-mastery. Okay. So we stopped at using your imagination, okay, and letting go of things that don't serve you no more. That means people, places, environments, jobs. If it doesn't serve you, let it go. But also, you can use your creation and imagination ability to create more reality of what you want. So if you think, like, sometimes it's hard to let go of things that you're so attached to or that you've had in your routine for so long, because breaking your routine is harder. It seems harder to break your routine because you always keep doing the same thing. But as you take that time to do, like I said, one minuscule thing difference. So I always tell people, just do one thing a day that improves your self-development. There's a concept in Japanese culture called Kaizen, where you do 1 to 10% every day. And by the end of the week, you already did 70% for the week. You can go at whatever pace you want to, but just do one thing towards yourself every day. Even if you just stretch for 5 minutes, stretch for 10 minutes. You eat a certain way, you fast for a certain period of the day. You only eat one meal, whatever it may be. Just do one thing. Just say, I'm going to just do this one thing different. Over the course of a year, you'll notice you are drastically, even not even a year, 3 to 6 months, you'll notice a drastic change just by doing that 1% every day. Okay? So let go of some things that don't serve you. It's okay. And some of the dark things about yourself you think that don't serve you is helping you at this moment in time to help you elevate right now. So even if you think it's dark, it's part of your dark night of the soul, right? You can use it with intention, whatever it may be. Super Mario Bros. Tree, whatever it is. You can use that with intention, right? Treat it like a medicine. If you treat it like a medicine, you'll notice it'll be medicinal for you. Okay? And that goes for people. That goes for places, environments, jobs, whatever it may be. Treat it like a medicine. Okay? Another thing you can do for the next self-mastery and self-love, it's great to see you too. For the next thing on self-mastery and self-love, breathe, meditate, regulate your emotions, right? Let yourself feel. Let yourself be in the moment of. You can just be. That's okay. It's called just being. It used to be called ISBs. Some of y'all used to be called ISBs, where you can just be. You can just be in existence. Just be. That's fine. Breathe. Some of us subconsciously hold our breath, right? Spirituality, as I said yesterday, means la spire in Latin, which means to breathe. When you breathe, you take the breath of the Most High. You know, you were created with the breath of God. You use the breath of God to add breath to your godhood. You meditate, right? When you meditate, most people think of you just sitting in Indian stance, sitting in a chair doing hum, right? That's a type of meditation. There's multiple types of meditation. Multiple. You can meditate standing up, washing dishes, cooking, playing games, watching music, playing music. You have to find what form of meditation works for you. Meditation is you reach a flow state through the breath of life that's given to you, and you refract that breath of life through an activity or sitting still. So you can sit still and meditate and elevate higher. You can do Tai Chi, you can do yoga, Reiki, you can paint. People have different types of meditation. It's not just sitting down. Sitting down is an effective way to meditate because your chakra points align up, right? And it makes it easier. If you sit down in lotus position or Indian stance, that helps a lot, okay? But find your way of meditation and breathe. If you know you get angry or sad or mad or in pain or something, just relax and be like, okay, I have a lot of emotion right now. It's okay to feel. All right. Because when you calm yourself and you center yourself, it allows you to align with the energy and see what you can do next. That's why you see people problem solvers. Instead of worrying and keep worrying about it, they relax and they're like, okay, so this is my resource. This is what I have available. This is what I can do with what I have right now. And being in that moment, that present moment, brings you back to center. That's why it's so important. With your eyes open, you can meditate with your eyes open. Most people don't even know that. Like how ballerinas, when they spin around, they focus on a point and they keep spinning. You can do the same thing with your eyes open. You can meditate with your eyes open, just like this. You don't have to close your eyes. When you close your eyes, your pineal gland start activating, right? Another way to meditate, when you close your eyes, look up at your pineal gland like this. Relax. Don't try to strain your eyes to look up. Just look up. And your eyes will naturally want to do this, right? You see how I'm calmly talking to y'all? Usually I'm looking up at my pineal gland. As I look up at my pineal gland, it allows you to triangulate, right? So think of this as a triangle, right? I. You triangulate when you look up. It's like completing a circuit around your eye. You make a sacred geometry triangle through your eyes when you look up like this. But you don't strain your eyes. You relax your eyes and you look up, and your eyes will naturally do this. And it won't hurt. It won't strain. You just take your time and not strain. It won't hurt you. I'm surrounded by nothing but karmics that are playing in my energy, but starting not to like them. Keep them away from you. That's all it is. Keep them away from you. Hey, what's up, Grace? It's great to see you. I be on from time to time. This gonna be my last profile too, by the way. After this, if they ban this profile, I'm just taking the app off my phone completely. I'm not even gonna entertain just looking at videos. I will take this app off my phone, and I will never have it again. And that's fine with me. I'm getting to the point to where some of the social media, I've been tuning down. That's why you don't see me post no more. They got all my videos and my story on mute. I'm not finna play this game no more. So I'm just letting y'all know ahead of time. Anyway, let's continue. So for the people who are just getting in, we're doing self-mastery and self-love. I'm going through a list of things that'll help you throughout this live. And I have another live that I posted on my YouTube, VIA Energy Healing, from yesterday. That'll help you too if you want to watch that one. Okay. So we actually talked about two things just now. We talked about feel and process the emotions, and we talked about breathe, find your way of meditation, and regulate your emotions to the best of your ability. Should you see colors when you close your eyes? If you see colors when you meditate, that's beautiful. You're supposed to see that. That means you're tapping into the other dimensions and other realms, because when you're seeing other colors, Sanskrit or like apex light language, you're tapping into your origin. That's beautiful if you're tapping into the colors. What's up, Casey? Great to see you. You're tapping into that good shit. Just sell the whole phone for thousands, for real. Do you have a YouTube channel? I do. It's VIA Energy Healing. It's the same name as my profile. I'm on my YouTube too. It's good to see political wins. As y'all can see, I influenced a lot of people over the years. And even when I'm gone, they still come back. So I must be saying something right. Shout out to Miss Tay. She has a message. Brain oscillation is the body's equalizers. Beta waves, 12 hertz and 20 hertz. Theta waves, Theta is at 30 hertz plus. I'm on Rumble too. Rumble is the same. All my information is on my YouTube. In my links, I have my Cashapp, my bio. Matter of fact, I'll just send it to you. In this poll right here, this poll isn't the donation poll. This is the poll to see where all my other platforms are. So you can look at this poll and it'll have all my other platforms. You are a Lion King. Gratitude. Okay, so on this next process for self-mastery and love, the next piece is respect yourself, respect your time. Showing respect for yourself, showing respect for how much time you spend on certain things, you spend with people, basically preserving your energy for people who deserve it. That's super, super important. Respect you. If you don't respect you, can you expect other people to? Talking about colors, I see purple, every shade of purple. Yeah, indigo children. You're seeing you're true. If you see purple, green, white lights, any kind of colors. Yeah, I sent you a follower request, rock and roll, and that's me. If you see any kind of colors, that's what you're supposed to see. If you see any colors of the rainbow while you meditate or while your eyes are closed, that's beautiful. You're supposed to see that. You're a giant ass prism. Grounding my energy every chance I get now, even to transmute. That's what I tell people. Just do the best you can. Colors are also associated with your chakra points. If you're seeing purple, that's your crown. So you're tapping into your crown chakra, Okay. All right. So the next one on here. Okay, we spoke about this next one. Ask yourself what brings you love, joy, gratitude, harmony within yourself. We spoke about that. Okay? Take care of your mind, body, soul, spirit, energy. Take care of those things. I'm trying to go through these real quick. What is blue? Blue should be your third eye. Your crown is usually purple and your third eye is usually blue. Or your throat. I gotta get a color scheme. It's usually your throat or your third eye. It just depends on the color scheme. Purple is usually your crown. Let me see. Throat chakra is blue. Yeah. I thought so. Yeah, your throat is usually blue. Yeah. Let me see. Oh yeah. Here's the next one. Remember, you are everything and everything is you. It says, remember, I am everything and everything is me. I am. I understand. I feel. I understand. I feel. I grow. I am complete. I am whole. I am divine. I am. Okay. Let go of people who don't deserve you or appreciate you. That's a big one. Let go of them motherfuckers. If they on that stanky booty, leave them stanky booty by themselves. They can get a swirly. Help when you can. Protect your peace. Know when you want to help and when you can help. Protect your peace. Protect your peace, protect your energy. That's another one. And then help the beings you can when you can. And for some beings, if you try to help them and they don't want to accept your help, just let them go. It's okay. Let them help themselves. Yeah, get a swirly for real. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Return help when you're able to. Sometimes you do need help. I'm not reading the book. These are notes. I wrote these down. This is self-mastery and love for self. These are just like thought. You know how you write down thoughts? These are thoughts and stuff that'll help you in the path of self-mastery and self-love. And we're on, don't be afraid for help. But if you want a good book for this type of knowledge, you should get this one. It's called Becoming Supernatural by Joe Dispenza. Basically, the message I'm giving you is this type. Becoming Supernatural. Right there. I actually did write a book. I have ebooks on my link tree. So in my link tree on my YouTube, I have ebooks. I have coloring books too. I have coloring books too. They're like $6, $7, and I think 6, 7, and like $8, and you can download them on your computer, print them out, and your kids can color in the coloring book. I got coloring books too. I've been on this. So I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you where to go. That way, if you want to show support, I have merchandise too. If y'all want a shirt or a mug or a backpack or something like that, I got that too. I'm gonna show you where to go. Okay, so we're gonna go right here. Okay, so let me flip the camera. Okay, go right here. Okay, so you go right here to VIA Energy Healing. This is my YouTube right there, VIA, the same as my profile. And what you'll do is you'll click on this link button. Okay, when you click on the links, these links will come up. I have Pinterest too, by the way. I have Pinterest, same name. You click on the link tree, and when you click on link tree, let me make sure I know Big Booty Goddess is up. Okay, anyway, don't want no Costa Rican baddies on here. Then what you do is you go right here, you go to shop, right? You click. So this is the link that'll pop up once you go to my link tree right there / while I'm me. You scroll up, and then you go to shop. When you go to shop, it'll show you. I got an affirmation coloring book. I got a shadow work journal for $10. You know, so I got a free ebook. If you want to download the free ebook right there, I got a manifestation journal, $6. That'll help you with your manifestations. I have a merchandise shop if you want to get some merch. I have a daily planner for your daily planning. You just download these. So you click it, pay for it, and you download these. And then I have a coloring book for aliens, it's like the cartoon alien coloring book. And I have my own little ebook. It's called Awakening Presence. Oh, my bad. I forgot. I need to open that back up. Never mind. Just buy it directly. Just buy it directly on my link tree in the links. I gotta open that up. I forgot I had that off. Tripping. Oh, you have the Shadow Journal Network? I that's my own version of a shadow work journal. I gotta redo that one. I gotta turn that store back on. I might do that today. But I'll put it. I'll figure that out today. And get back with y'all on the ebooks. But that free ebook is free. You can go to my website and scroll down, and the ebook is on there for free. Sit still and observe and don't absorb. Awareness is currency. Watch what you're paying attention to. We spoke about that earlier. Write your emotions. Express yourself in a way that works. We spoke about that earlier too. Write your emotions down, like how I wrote these notes down. Write your emotions down on a notebook in order to help express yourself however possible. And real quick, I'm going to put this out right quick. If y'all want to show support, I have the ways to donate, because like when you donate through TikTok, they don't pay a lot. Literally did a 2-hour live. They paid $0.25 through 30 gifts that y'all giving. I'm letting y'all know online. So if you want to donate, you can donate through the poll. And then don't forget to enjoy life and what's been given and what's happening. That's the last one on this self-love and self-mastery. Don't forget to enjoy life. What's up, Tronicle? I ain't seen you in a minute. Don't forget to enjoy life. Even though we're doing all these processes in order to awaken and awareness and growing and, solving inner childhood and doing all this different stuff, don't forget to enjoy life. You're here to enjoy too. You're not here to just be a slave, work all these hours every day, feel sad or mad, not be able to express your life. You're supposed to be able to enjoy life too. They try to make it so difficult in America for you to enjoy life. They want you to be in a slave mindset. They want you to do all this extra baloney. Fuck all that bullshit. Do stuff you like to do. Even if you don't have money, see, when you're broke or you don't have a lot of funds, you become more resourceful. Use whatever resources you have. You have the internet. You have YouTube. You can't afford a gym membership right now? Get you a little weight. If you can't get a weight, just do body work exercises, calisthenics. If you find stuff you like to do. That's one thing I tell people. Like, I'm not a gym person. I know the gym is good for people. I just don't like the gym because I don't like looking at myself in the mirror doing this for an hour. I like kettlebells. That's one. I like mace bells. I do like doing martial arts. That's my thing. You know what I'm saying? I like doing Tai Chi. That helps me. I do a little bit a day. That's cool for me. I'm not trying to be super muscle man out here. I let the other people be the muscle man. I'm not saying I don't have strength. That's why I use the kettlebell. But, you find what activities bring you joy. And when you find that activity that brings you joy, you'll stick to it more. Whatever it may be. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So just do the stuff you like to do. Cancel out the bullshit. All that other shit is extra. It's nets to keep you in a certain mindset. It's nets to keep you in, oh, you gotta be this way. You gotta act a certain way. You come from this type of family, so you gotta act like, nah. There's nothing set in stone. You can always move. You can always change. You can always decide you want something else. And if where you at ain't where you want to be, you can choose something different. That's why we got free will. Just choose what you want. Anyway, I'm finna use this free will of mine to go outside and get some sunshine because I've been in here for about 2 hours. 2 hours and some change. And like I said, I'm going to start respecting my time and respecting how much I'm doing. On today's live, we talked about self-mastery, self-love, using some tips. I might be able to save this live onto my YouTube. I did with my live from yesterday. I saved it here and I moved it to my YouTube. So you may be able to catch it on my YouTube just in case. And there's a lot of good information on my YouTube. VIA Energy Healing. Like I said, if you want to show support, you can show support through those avenues. Cashapp, PayPal, Venmo. They're in my bio as well. If you want to show support through those, like I said, they don't. When people trying to really help you, they don't like dishing out bread on the app. 25 cents for 2 hours. I was like, yeah, out y'all motherfucking mind. But I'm doing this for the people, and I'm doing a short segment. I might start doing my own school soon. I'm thinking about a university, but I don't know yet. Like, I'm looking at platforms I can use. I'm doing research right now to see. You know what I'm saying? To see. But for my lessons, it's probably gonna be like $1 a lesson. I'm gonna have to charge $1 to $5 per lesson, fam. All this free. Yeah, that's free finna stop. On the cool. I like helping people, but shit. Yeah, on the cool. Twitch. We have one-on-one you to be a teacher there. We have 200. I don't mind being a teacher. It's just like teachers are unappreciated in a lot of avenues. I don't mind being a teacher in certain schools. I just want, fair compensation. That's all. I don't mind helping. I really don't. It's just I want fair compensation. That's all. Energetic or monetary, it don't matter. I need fair. But just hit me up, Fabby. I see what you're saying. Just hit me up. I'm on the same mindset with you. Yeah, for real, man. I don't mind helping. It's just like, my aunt was a teacher for 20 years, and I got to watch and see how people treated her. And some other people I know were teachers, and I was like, way they treat teachers out here. That's why I'm a moving teacher. I move and wander and teach on the cool. It's easier. But anyway, I'm just about to head up. I'm about to go outside. I hope you have a grand day today. Take time for you. Relax. Find something you enjoy. Do something you enjoy today. I know it's Friday. Do one thing you enjoy today. Write something. Just go outside for 15-20 minutes. Just sit with a tree. Whatever you like. Wash some dishes. Some of y'all got, them fucking dishes in that sink. Go wash them fucking dishes. Go clean your bathroom. Go fold them clothes. You got fucking Oscar the Grouch house in your fucking room or sitting on your bed right now. I mean, you like, why are my clothes moving? You got Oscar the Grouch sitting in there, motherfucker. Yeah, I'm in Colorado. You got Oscar the Grouch sitting in your fucking clothes. You got them dishes. You got a whole bacteria farm sitting on them dishes. Go wash them dishes. Go wash your ass. Some of y'all smell like Beats headphones out the box. Yeah, yeah. Don't be out here musty. Go outside, get the body moving. Don't be out here musty. Smell like musk. Smell like that old cool water. Mind your business. I fold them when I have time. You have time right now. You on TikTok, right? You on TikTok? Go fold them clothes. Tell me when I got time. You got time right now. Them clothes right there waiting on you. And you're like, I'm going to wait. I know how I go. You don't realize how many clothes you got till you start washing. Then you're like, where the fuck these? It's like they respawn every time. You like, I know I just folded these hoes. And it's just like they respawn right in front of the washing machine every time. You're like, where the fuck is... While I'm feeding the baby. Yep, you can fold clothes while you're feeding the baby. Have one baby on the chi-chi and have a hand. Move the other one on the towel. Baby can eat and you can fold. Baby can eat. You know what I'm saying? It's shit. Multitask. You got two hands. You got two of these for a reason. You might as well put one up. And use the other hand. I'm just playing. Y'all go fold them clothes. Just get it out the way. Once you fold them clothes, you ain't got to do it. You ain't got to keep looking. Man, I need to fold them hoes. Because I got me a set of clothes I'm about to fold too. I ain't out of this. I'm warming myself up so I can go fold these clothes. Because I got a set on the other side of my bed I need to fold. Them hoes been sitting in the basket for about a day and a half. I need to go fold them hoes. So, I'm talking to me too. Finna get my ass up and go fold these clothes. But anyway, y'all. I'm finna head out, y'all. I love y'all very much. I hope y'all have a grand day. Y'all be safe, man. You gotta go fold them clothes. Stop. Go fold them hoes. That's so funny. Ooh, maybe later looking ass.